Welcome to Board Game Empire. Today we're doing a review of Dusk of Gearheads and Dawn of Tinkers. The illustration of this game, really like. Component quality is phenomenal. Just a cool little design of a card game. It's card drafting. Pretty much you're just playing one card, your opponent's playing another card, and so there's each card has some abilities that can manipulate, your turn order, your sequence, or playing against your opponent, or helping you advance. So we're just going to jump right into the review. So for the rules, I'll get 4 out of 5. Great rule book, and also has illustrations, well designed. Layout's nice, font's easy to read. Everything's spread out enough where it's not straining your eye. So the rulebook was done phenomenally. Player is good. We just felt that pretty much the way the mechanics works, it's a little fiddly. Wish it flowed a little smoothly. So for the rules, I would give it 4 out of 5 because we had to look it up a couple times, and we had to watch the video a couple times because it just the way the game flows was just a little new to us, and it felt a little different. So 4 out of 5. Component quality, I would give 5 out of 5. Phenomenal components. Also, I like the box, the inserts, everything, and like the mats. The cards are nice and thick. They don't bend easily. Also, there's the illustration is nice. It's vibrant. The icons are easy to see. The font is easy to read. It doesn't hide with the background. So the player aid does a very great job of showing how the turn order goes. There's also more information on some of the cards, the card abilities. So 5 out of 5 in the components. Experience, I would give it 3 out of 5. Just simply because the mechanism, I didn't feel flowed smoothly as it should be. Also the player abilities, card abilities have been better. I think that it just was one from one card, and there's just way too many cards the same type in each deck. So that's why I give it 3 out of 5 in experience. It just seemed like a game that I don't know if we'll come back to. It's a cool concept, but I think with the illustration and everything, I think the abilities for the cards could have been improved on and would complete the game more. So 3 out of 5. The mechanics, I would give it the same 3 out of 5. Just felt like the mechanics just did not flow as smoothly as it should. The mechanics are kind of weird in the game, how you play it, and I just didn't feel like my type of game. The player abilities and the cards also do not allow you to pretty much take revenge on your opponent or stop your opponent to a certain extent. Each pack pretty much in the box has 7 different cards, and then you have a whole deck of those 7. So it feels like your opponent and you are constantly getting the same cards. There's no different cards that put you as opposed to your opponent at a better position. It just feels like you're playing one card for one card, and you're just not advancing. It's like pretty much whoever gets. It's very luck based, and also at the same time, it doesn't allow for a person to feel like they're different from your opponent. So it doesn't allow for character building or it just, I don't know, there's something missing about the game that I can't put my finger on, that I wish it just, the player abilities would have been different, and the decks wouldn't have been so big with so many of the same characters. So 3 out of 5 in the mechanics, because the way you play the game, I'll show how you pretty much play. You're grabbing cards, you're playing one card against another, you're buying from a marketplace, and you're pretty much, the way you defeat your opponent is by the icons. And then if you defeat them, you get some cards, depending on how much you defeat them by. Then you put it on your side, and then you're pretty much, the way you get points is luck-based, because you're trying to figure out from that side, the cards you put on the side, if you get 5 of the weakened icons, then you pretty much get 1 point. You can play for dominance, which goes to 1, or you could play for more. I think it goes up to 3 max. But I just felt like it didn't flow as smoothly as other card games that I played. So 3 out of 5 in the mechanics. Replayability, I would give it like a 3 out of 5, because there are so many cards. And for each box, you have 3 decks pretty much with 7 different characters. So you're looking at 21 cards that are different. If you buy the other box, then you're looking at 42 cards that are different. So, but the problem with that is that the cards, they have so many of the same cards per deck, and like this is the one deck, and there's 7 of the same type of characters in this huge deck. And so it doesn't make you feel like you're getting different cards from your opponent. And then the player abilities really don't, there's no dominant card or cards that really, give you that, I got you moment. So replayability, 3 out of 5. Overall total, I would give it like a 2.5, 6 out of 10. I think this game could have been better, because the illustration is phenomenal. Love the illustration. Also love the component quality. The player aids are awesome. The rulebook, the box, just everything's there. It's just the character abilities, the card abilities just do not give you that want to come back to the game, because it doesn't really have cards that really can dominate against your opponent, or there's also too many cards, and every deck pretty much has the same amount of cards. So you have for each character, you have like 7 or 8 the same cards, and so it just feels like you and your opponent are getting the same cards, so you're playing 1 for 1 card, and that's just not a fun experience for me. So 6 out of 10, 2.5 out of 5. This game, I think if they did a second edition and cut back on the cards and added more characters with more abilities that give you that got you moment, and where you could stop your opponents on their tracks, I think this game would be phenomenal, because it already has the illustrations and the components and everything it needs. I just think it just needs that extra edge for it to shine. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Social media is down below in the description. I have a link where to buy the games, and I'll see you in the next video.